You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now, or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAC Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode. Hello and welcome to the It Takes All Kinds podcast with Gavin and Carson, episode 26, the 6-month anniversary of the starting of the podcast. You will be hearing this on Friday, September 3rd. Today is August 30th, 2021 at 7:29 p.m. Carson, are you ready?
Yes. I am ready.
Here we go.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up?
6 months.
It's our
Let's hear
6-month anniversary.
Let's hear it. No, hey, we're gonna need it louder than that. Oh, there we go. Listen to all those people. 6 months of having laughs and eating ass.
Let's go.
I'm just kidding. That's gross. Guys, we couldn't have done it without you. And with that, we're going to end the show forever. Just kidding. We're not going anywhere.
We're not going to do that. Are you crazy?
You thought you could get rid of us, but guess what?
What
We're
you
back.
doing? You think you're crazy? You're crazy? You think you're...
Were you crazy? You out of your mind?
Are you crazy? You out of your mind?
We're here for another week after our controversial last episode.
Yeah.
Not really.
That last episode's gonna go on the Wikipedia page for sure.
It's true. It's already on there. They put it on my Wikipedia page under
We gotta
controversies.
We might. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but somebody should make a Wikipedia page for us. I mean, I know they already have, but I mean, like, legitimately put in the work for it. Just
Somebody should.
Yeah, I mean,
Get
like,
on that.
I'm not gonna do it. Jeff definitely gonna be one of our fans. and
Jeff?
it's definitely gonna be one of our fans.
Let's call him Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff, are you there? Jeff, what do you got? What do you think about that? Could you do that for us?
Going out to eat.
No. I'm asking if you could do something for us. You mind if you could do that?
And men want their wives to look good at home and in public.
All right. Well, that's not really what we asked, but I do appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
Thanks,
He's
Jeff.
our producer.
Thank you, Jeff. And then we got this guy.
But that's not Ricardo today.
No, it's not.
That's
That's
not
skin dust.
Skin Dushed.
Skin dust. Gavin, you got a white coat
I did.
recently.
Yeah, I won't be cold
You're
this
wearing
morning.
it.
Yeah,
You're wearing it and it looks great.
Yep. I'm wearing it. To the people who are listening to this audio only, it is a white coat, and it goes down to a little bit
White
past
coat.
the pocket level. It's got my name tag on it. It's got a little thing on this. It's got a little patch on the side with her school crest.
And it's covered in spaghetti stains.
And whenever they showed it to me, they had to like pull it apart. I don't know what was going on with that, but it was just sticky and it was crusty. I don't know what was going on with that.
Was that for real? Or is that a joke?
No,
Or
that
is-
was a joke.
Ah, damn it.
That would be
I
crazy.
was hoping it was like starched,
Yeah,
like real flat.
yeah, yeah. It was like goopy.
But Gavin, everyone at home wants to give you a big congratulations for getting your white coat.
Yep, we got 4 more years.
Everybody with me. 4 more years.
4 more years.
4 more years. So I went to your white coat ceremony, as we explained last week. We explained what it was, but we didn't say that I was going. And I went.
Because you
and it
didn't
was-
know you were going.
I didn't. I sure didn't know I was going. And I preemptively am gonna pull something up that I was gonna do. Hold on, what was that? Oh, that's interesting. I went with your brother and we showed up late. Don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I do know
Just
that.
a little bit.
My
That wasn't my fault though. It was not my fault.
Yeah,
Swear
I'm
to
putting,
God.
I'm putting that on Sean.
No, it really was though. Not to call Sean out, but it was his fault.
Okay. I'll have to talk to him about that.
You better talk to him about it.
I have the video clip of what happened at White Coat.
It's literally what I was pulling up.
Oh,
right
I mean,
now.
I have
Great
it like
minds think
on
alike.
here.
Well, let's do it. So I'll give the backstory and then you play it, and then you
Okay,
can
yeah,
explain
sure.
it. So Gavin had to lead the Pledge of Professionalism, which is the pledge they do to get a coat. And Gavin went up there. And Gavin, why don't you take it away?
Please rise and recite the pledge with me. You don't have to raise your hand. You're okay. You ready? As a student at St. Louis College of Pharmacy at UHSP,
Everybody mumbling. The whole paragraph.
and you guys are speeding through it. I was just getting the first line. What are you doing?
What you doing? So explain what happened.
All right, I'm going to start from the beginning and then repeat after me. Just what I say. All right, here we go.
Yeah, so what happened was they were supposed to repeat after me.
Uh-huh.
Usually reciting means that you do that.
Yeah.
We haven't had an English class in like 2.5 years
Mhm.
on campus, so I mean, yeah, it's okay.
Who's at fault here, huh?
Yeah. So, but we also didn't rehearse it. I understand. But actually, after watching the clip, I do say, please stand, please rise and recite the clip with me.
Yeah.
Or recite the pledge with me.
Mm-hmm. With me.
Right.
Not.
I wasn't just going to read it. And
Yeah.
also on top of that, they didn't give me any like pauses or anywhere to put it. So that was why some of them seemed like really long and some were really short. Or, you know,
Oh,
like,
they didn't tell you to be like, read this part.
Nope.
And then, oh.
that was all
interesting.
me.
Well,
that
you
was-
did a good job. I mean, there's
Yeah.
parts where I was like, that was a weird place to stop, but I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't like overthink it and be like, what
Nope,
is he
that was all
doing?
me.
Yeah, it was weird. 'Cause sometimes it'd be like, but, or like something like
yeah,
that.
I said, well, because I wanted to make sure, because it said like each little thing was like, it was like, I'm trying to think of one of the words, but it was like professional, and it was like professional.
oh,
I will
the
always
like,
be this.
the like
Yeah.
paragraph
Yeah.
title.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
I wanted to
Those
make sure.
made sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so that
No,
was.
you did good.
Yeah,
Did you how many times did you practice that?
One time
Wow.
before, and everybody was like, "Gavin,
Wow.
did you practice for it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I had literally not looked at it before I walked into White Coat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
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 Yeah. Covenantal was one word that if I didn't see it before, if I hadn't read it before, I would have messed that up. It was covenantal.
the
Uh-huh.
lentil.
Uh-huh.
Cover your lentils. We did a good job. I thought it was good, and
Yeah.
you gave me a laugh. You made me giggle.
They posted a couple pictures of me.
Wow. There's your new profile pic.
Yeah, I was thinking this one, and then just zoom in on this.
Yeah. It's me giving a speech.
There's me giving a speech right there.
Giving a speech to a crowd of 50,000 fans.
Yeah, big crowd. I don't actually. You know what's funny is that
Excuse me.
statistically, the crowd was smaller than our actual graduation at high school.
At high school?
Yeah, because we had like 180 people in high school, right?
Sure.
I think it was like 182 or 192 or something like that in high
Sure.
school. We only had 90 people
Wow.
here, so
I mean, it definitely looks smaller.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a couple of years.
yeah,
Been a few years since I
it's been a
graduated.
few years, but
Humble brag.
so I mean, you know, I'm okay. I can make big crowds laugh like that all the time. That's all I'm just saying. No, I don't mean to.
I do it every night at the
I don't
comedy.
mean to brag.
I do it every night at the comedy clubs.
Right.
Big crowds laugh.
Yeah, make the big crowds
All my
laugh.
jokes.
Yeah.
All my racist jokes.
So that happened, and then afterwards, where do we go?
Mhm. We went to the Squeeze concert, and then the squeeze sound. Oh,
Holy sh!
excuse me. That's not the squeeze sound. Or we could do this for the squeeze sound.
Yeah, that one's good.
That's the squeeze.
Sounds like a grapefruit.
Sounds like a grapefruit smush. Yeah, we went to. Well, I last minute, not that it was a problem, but I last minute got invited by Gavin and his father to go to the Squeeze concert. Which Gavin, did you talk about that last week? Did we talk about that at all on the show?
I don't
know.
remember. I don't think so.
Well, we went there, and I wasn't originally going, but they're like, "You want to go?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And it was a great time. We saw old people dance.
The first band, I remember you asked me while we went to go get
Yeah.
our first drink. You were like, "Is this Squeeze?" And because I was like, yeah, it might be.
You were like, "Yeah."
Yeah. And then
I was like, "Oh, yeah."
you're like, yeah, because nobody seems really excited about them.
Yeah, I was like, people don't seem like they're into it.
Yeah.
And I didn't. It just I don't know. It just started so promptly, and like there wasn't supposed to be like an opening band from.
Yeah,
like,
no,
their
from the
list.
tickets or anything like that, it didn't look like there was supposed to be an opening band. So I don't blame you.
I don't blame you. But they were good. It was
yeah.
a really fun show. It kind of started slow, but then it picked up like in the middle, and it was
Yeah.
like it was a home run after that.
Yeah, they I was surprised at how well he sounded like
Yeah,
4 years later or more.
4.
Like 40.
Yeah, there you go.
40 years or more, which is nuts to me because
Like 4 more years later.
yeah. Because I don't know, I feel like he didn't look like he aged great, but he sounded great.
I don't know what I've only seen a few pictures of what he looked like.
But I can't believe there were only 2 original members because they sounded like perfect.
Yeah, no, they were really good.
Pulling monsters from the shell.
I was gonna say something else about it.
And Tempted was a solo, basically.
Yeah,
And everybody was clapping along. That was it.
yeah.
That's
Oh, we're
everybody
gonna
else was
play
doing.
Tempted now.
Yeah, that was the thing.
It was great.
They did I don't know. I just feel like they did a really good job. I mean, I also might be a little jazzed because it was like my first concert in like, I think like 2.5 years. Because I think the last
think when
concert I
mine
saw
was
was in
was.
February 2019.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mine was.
It might have been even later than that. It might have been like December 2019 and like, I don't remember.
I think you have me
Yeah, I
beat on
don't
that because
remember.
I think my last concert was October of 2019. I think,
Yeah, I think it was February.
unless I went to
'Cause-
one after that, but I don't think I
Yeah.
did.
I don't remember though.
I don't remember
I
either.
don't.
I don't know.
No.
But I also thought it was funny, and I was gonna say this too that night, but I found it funny that the 2 original members, who were obviously the oldest people there, like they moved like this.
Yeah.
They moved to
did.
their mic, and they moved back, and they moved to their mic, and that's all they moved. They didn't move anywhere else. They went like that. They were like
on a track.
yeah, like on a track, like they were
Animatronics.
no, the game. The game foosball. Like they're foosball characters.
Oh, yeah.
But moving the other
Yeah,
way
yeah.
instead of the side. So yeah, it was very fun. And it was fun watching old people dance and get excited and get real horny. It was a lot of horny old people there.
I
that
was
night.
about to say, I think the people in front of us were,
God.
there were some, I mean,
They were
good for them.
Yeah.
I'm glad they, because you had to show a negative test and or vaccination. So, I mean, good for them that they were vaccinated and then they,
Yeah.
they had a good time. I'm glad.
Yeah.
And this might have been their first concert in years.
Probably. And they definitely had some wet putties.
Yeah. They were, man, she wanted to get as many pictures as possible.
Yeah. And
she was getting up.
She was very nice, but it was
Yeah.
annoying how many times she was like, "Am I in your way?
Yeah.
Am I in your way?"
Yeah.
And she'd ask it like multiple times. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah,
Like, you're
no big
fine.
deal.
Do what you need to."
I'm just drinking my Brick River
My Brick River.
cider. It was pretty good. I like that.
cider.
I got drunk off of 2 of them. I felt
Gavin certainly did.
so drunk and then horrible the next day.
Yeah, Gavin told me he was hungover the next day,
Whenever we went to reset.
and we had 2 drinks. They were like, see, what are these? 8 ounces? Are these 8 ounce?
No, they were bigger. I think they were.
Well, I know
Oh.
they were bigger. I was just trying to figure out if it was.
This is
2.
12. These cans are 12.
12. Okay,
Yeah.
so those were 16
or 20.
I think they were 16 ounce ciders. Gavin had 2 ciders, and they were each 5% alcohol. And I had 1 cider and a beer that was 5.5. And they were both the same size. And I was fine. Not to like brag or anything.
No,
but
I was
I just
very
thought it
drunk.
was so funny to me that Gavin was drunk. But we talked about it before, and it was probably because he didn't eat
Yeah, I didn't.
hours and hours before.
I had only eaten at 3:30ish.
Yeah, and I ate after.
Anyway, we got that first beer at like 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock?
Like 8:30.
8:30.
8:30.
So
Yeah, it was a good time though.
yeah, I really like that Brick River though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go and buy those actually. If
Yeah.
I was gonna get addicted to alcohol, that would be the one I get addicted to.
I'm gonna try and get addicted to that.
yeah. That's terrible.
But that was also my first time drinking at a concert.
Yeah, I guess that is. Yeah.
For both of us, yeah. Probably, maybe.
Yeah,
it
I
would have
feel.
to be.
Yeah, it had to be.
Because you didn't go to a concert
Yeah.
last year. That's
No, there's no way.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I guess. Because I got drunk. I've gotten drunk at a wedding.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a rite of passage. Whenever you turn 21, is you have to go to a wedding and get drunk.
I did that too. I did that in July.
It's true. Yeah, was it July? It was. Around.
I think it was end of June.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, I'm really glad you came. I really appreciate that you came. My family was going to come anyway, but I'm glad that they
Yeah.
came.
You know, I am glad your family showed up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. I actually
it's not
meant,
like them.
yeah, I'm actually meant to get a picture just by myself because I realized that our photos came in and they look great, but they're very expensive.
What photos? The ones that
Like they had me take a picture with my friend Will and Bear.
Oh yeah.
They like posted that one, and like to get a print of that one, you have to pay for it. It's not like
Did
I
you?
Like, did I pay for it?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
You're going to though?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I was gonna say I hope not.
I think that was just a ploy to get the card out. But I should have just gotten a picture like on my phone with me dressed up,
Yeah.
so that I
by
could
yourself.
have mine by myself.
Yeah. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, didn't even think about that either.
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, let's get out of here because it was hot as fuck outside. It was so hot. I don't know how anybody went out immediately after White Coat, to be honest with you, but yeah, I should have gotten a couple more pictures, but I really just. Our family's not one for big events anyway, so it was kind of like, let's just get the hell out of here.
Let's get to the concert.
Yeah.
And we did, and it was fun.
Yeah. So.
We danced the night away.
Yeah, we did.
And your mom told a very funny story when we went to your. I also saw your apartment for the first time.
Oh yeah. What'd you think?
Oh, that was great. Your room made me laugh a lot because it's just like such a mess because it's not fully set up yet.
Yeah, because what's funny is that I have to get some organizing bins because that big bin that's in the
Big Ben.
yeah, the big bin that's like at the end of my bed, like
What,
I'm
Big
gonna
Ben?
organize on top of my closet and make little buckets for it, but
Buckets.
I can't do that until like I can have time to do it because I sincerely do not have
You
time.
do need.
Like,
Well, that's why it took. Well, I mean, I don't know. It felt like it took me forever to get my apartment set up.
yeah.
Because I was
You know
like,
what?
I gotta
Actually,
get
it kind of did. It kind of did take a while.
It took at least.
I
Like,
mean, to
over
get
a
this
week.
room, this one was pretty quick, but
This was
everything
the
else
first
was
day.
like, yeah,
Well, first day after I was done being sick as a dog.
yeah.
After that COVID vaccine.
The goddamn COVID vaccine.
Goddamn vaccine.
Yeah, go get vaccinated though.
Please.
I mean the COVID.
Unless you wanna
rates
die,
they're
then
not going
don't.
down. They're not going down if you don't.
Unless
get
you want to
vaccinated.
kill other people, then don't. I guess up to you. Up to you, really. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Which it shouldn't be, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some ivermectin instead.
Yes.
I know
you
what's in
will.
ivermectin, but not in that goddamn COVID vaccine.
Nope. It's apples.
It's apple flavor.
They just put apples in that ivermectin.
Mm-hmm.
If it's good for my horse, it's good for me.
I just got it from Farm and Home.
Get it from
They
Farm.
actually might sell it for.
No, they do because that's what they were saying.
Oh,
that
I
people
mean,
were
there was
buying
like
it at.
other farm supplies and stuff, like tractor supply and stuff like that.
Well, I said they were buying it from Farm and Home because they said to get the human version, which is just pills.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can you imagine having like heartworms or a parasite because you work on a farm? That'd be fun.
That'd be really fun. I'm gonna try it out sometime.
Yeah, I think whenever I retire, I'm gonna buy a farm,
I'm gonna buy a parasite.
put it in me. Yeah, I'm gonna lose some weight by putting a worm in my
Tapeworm.
tapeworms.
Yep. Good old tapeworms. Let it eat me up.
Let it eat the food that I'm
Let
eating.
it eat me up.
I get full and then I don't get any nutrients. It's awesome.
It's so good. Yeah, so your mom at your apartment told a funny story about you
Yeah.
when you were in first grade.
Yeah.
And she said that, and I'll explain why she said this after, but she said that she was helping you get ready to go to school, and you didn't have any of your clothes on yet, and you were gonna fart, and when you farted, instead of fart, it was a little poop that came out, and it splattered on the ground. And you looked at your mom and you said, "Oh, can you get that for me?" And then went back to doing what you were doing before. And she explained it as like, it was just like, it's just like a normal thing, but like, can you get it for me this time? Which I think is so hilarious to think about. Just shitting on the floor and going, can you get that for me?
It was carpet too.
Oh, it's carpet, even better.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it
Mom,
was
can
carpet.
you get that for me? Ah, damn it, Mom. Can you get that for me, please? I didn't mean to.
There was shit on the floor.
Fuck. Where's my shit sounds? Well, I got no fucking shit sounds.
Yeah, it was like that.
Oh, Mom, can you get that for me?
Yeah, I trusted the fart too much.
Ah, shoot. Mom, can you get that for me? I didn't mean to. I thought that was very funny. And she said that because you were doing laundry and you're like, "Hey, Mom, can you get that for me? Or can you do that for me? Can you do my laundry for me?" And then you guys started laughing and I was like, "What?"
Oh yeah,
I was like, "Wait, what? What's the story?
yeah, that was why. Because I was doing my laundry. I'm like, Mom, can you do it for me?
Can you get that for me?"
So
A great time.
yeah, I really appreciate my mom just in general, and my dad.
They're pretty great.
Yeah,
I
they
had a little alone time with them afterwards. They drove me home. Very thankful. I didn't have to drive anywhere that day. Your brother picked me up.
You actually didn't.
No, I didn't. Your brother picked me up and brought me there. And then they took me home and we talked about concerts and...
My dad rethought his answer of the worst concert he ever
Again?
been to. No.
Oh,
I was just
okay.
telling you, just the audience.
Yeah.
Because they talked about concerts on the way home, and you had asked while we were in line for the squeeze what the worst concert they had been to was. And I think my dad answered... What did he originally answer?
Well, I didn't ask him in line. I asked him on the way home. When we were in line, I asked him what his favorite concert was.
Yeah.
But
And he
then-
said the Replacements.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Should have fucking guessed that.
Idiot.
Stupid. But then I asked him on the way home, when they were taking me home, I was like, what's the worst concert you ever been to? And your dad answered, as I told you, well, Carson, all concerts kind of suck in their own way. And I was like, yep, that's pretty true. But he at the time said, one of the answers he said was Boston.
Oh yeah, he has told me about them before.
Boston, and there's another one I'm blanking on right now. And I thought I told you.
I don't remember.
Boston and... Hold on, let me think for a second. Shit.
Doobie Brothers?
Boston? No, it wasn't Dewey Brothers. Boston and someone else, and I really want to remember it. Because, I think... No, maybe it was... maybe Boston was his, like, final answer at the time. Because I think that was the one where he's like, we just left because it was so bad.
He said at one of the concerts his friend got up on the stage and they got him kicked out.
Yeah, that was at the Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. And your mom was there, too.
Yeah.
It was their friend got up on the stage and got kicked out. And then they talked to him the next day, and he's like, I don't regret it at all. And then they also told me, this was funny, actually. I'm just going to say it. If you want me to cut it out, we can. I don't think we need to, but you might be like, I don't really know if I want that out on there. But they said, or your dad said, or no, your mom was like, yeah, and he's actually not alive anymore. And I was like, oh, what? And they're like, yeah, he got struck by lightning.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
yeah.
what?
I forgot about that, yeah.
And then your dad said, he's like, well, I guess that's kind of just what happens. It's like something about it being like karma or something for getting up on stage. And he was obviously a joke.
That's
but
what
it's
happens
like,
when we get on stage. You
that's karma.
You get smitten by God.
You get smited. So I thought that was funny.
And then my dad rethought the answer and said that the 1984 Van Halen concert was terrible. He said it was awful.
That sounds about right. I wonder, did you ask him to elaborate why it was so bad? Okay, I'd be curious to know. Because obviously he thought about it, so obviously he brought back memories of why it sucks so bad.
No, I
So
know
I
he
would
didn't
be
say
curious
anything
to
about it.
find out. But yeah, that was a fun time. Your mom also told me that she had a Red Hot Chili Peppers shirt from '93. She doesn't have any more, but she's like, oh yeah, she's like, I wish we knew how much those shirts were, because like we didn't ever buy any. She's like, that might have been like one of the only ones I bought. And she's like, I had it forever, and I just like wore it all the time. She's like, I think she said she wore it when her niece was born, and there's like a picture of like it's this. Have you ever the Blood Sugar Sex Magic shirt or the album with like it has all their tongues out, and it's like each of them are like spaced out in this like box. And it was like that. And she's like, yeah, it was just a weird shirt to be wearing with your newborn niece.
I think I've seen that picture before.
Oh, yeah, probably.
It's like a baggy shirt. It's like one of these.
I'm sure it was huge.
Yeah. It's pretty funny.
But yeah, and I was like, oh no way, like that's one of those shirts that I really, really want because I love that album. And I was like, yeah, it's like probably like $300 shirt. And she was like, what? I was like,
yeah, that was probably like $15 back then.
Oh yeah, and that was the thing. And she's like, we were just broke college kids. We just had money to go to the show, and that was it. And I was like, man, you would be sitting on a gold mine with the shows that she and your dad have been to.
Yeah.
Just like the obscure shows and like the early like popular bands and
early
stuff.
Tour shirts.
Yeah. Those go for the most, from the early days because nobody was really buying them. So.
God, you okay over there?
I'm gassy. Just so gassy.
Oh my goodness,
I'm so gassy. So it was a good time. Talking about the glory days.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I was trying to think if there's anything else from that conversation I thought was funny.
Yeah, I forgot that they told me that before too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, my parents were pretty cool.
So whatever, I'll just fucking say it. So when we got to my place, when they took me home, I don't know, two things went through my head after something happened. And that was either they thought that I didn't know the door was unlocked, or they maybe thought that I was drunk or something. Not that I was acting drunk, but
they're like, Gavin got drunk off of 2 beers. This guy's fucked.
Yeah, when we got there, I was like kind of just like talking to them for a second, like thanking them for driving me home and everything like that. And, it was like carrying on a little bit, not like too much to a point, but it was like,
right.
I wanted to make sure I thanked them. And they're like, and I think at some point, I don't know, I don't even remember what somebody said something like I thought somebody said they opened the door or something like that. I was like, oh, okay. But I don't know if they said the door's unlocked or something, but it was just funny. And I was like, oh, I think they think I'm like drunk or something, or like didn't know to open the door.
Oh, yeah.
It was just the way it was said. It was just like made me laugh. But anyways, I don't remember what they said, so that made it
It was probably
funny.
like, the door's unlocked, or like, door's unlocked.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to leave.
I mean, I was surprised to see my parents up that late my dad, my mom that late because my mom
really?
my mom goes to bed so early.
But your dad doesn't.
But my dad doesn't. No.
Oh, that's
he'll stay up late. He
over
parties. Over the summer, like him and
he
I.
asked
would,
me if we wanted to go to a party.
I would be up playing video games, and then he'd just be up still, because I'd have like the weekend off or whatever, and then he'd just come down at like 2 a.m. and I'm like, "What are you doing up?"
High off his ass.
Yeah, I'm like, "Dude, what are you doing down here?" And he's like, I don't know, just doing what you're doing. I'm just playing video games.
Your mom kicked me out of the bed
tonight. Go to sleep on the piss couch tonight.
He comes downstairs with his pillow and his blanket wrapped
Yeah,
in his arms.
yeah.
I'm in the doghouse tonight again, Gavin.
I
was
night meal.
fooling around.
I had a night meal.
I was fooling around at the hotel again. Your mom
squeeze fucked out and never sleeps at night.
Your mom found out. She kicked me out of bed for the night. Jeez. Gavin, promise me something. That you won't get married when you get older.
With the old ball and chain.
Oh, I left the old ball and chain at home so I can hang out with my guma.
The gabagoo.
The yabayoo.
So yeah, and then the next day we went to Reset. And they actually got me a pretty good price. They basically got me what I was asking for my off-white sneakers I hit early. They gave me early access. I didn't hit on them. Technically, I did.
No, you technically did because they were early access.
Because they were early access, but as soon as that notification dropped, I clicked on it. So,
yeah.
But early access, and they gave me basically what I was asking for them, and I took it, no problem, and couldn't close my wallet. So,
stuck.
I was stuck. I couldn't put in my pants.
Because they put glue on the money.
Yeah.
And I also sold a pair of shoes.
Yeah, you had.
I didn't even ask them. I didn't even tell them what I wanted. They were like, "This much?" And I was like, "Yep."
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
Yeah,
because that's what I wanted anyways.
Yeah,
so.
that's about. you almost estimated lower than what you got.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean the Sakai. I mean, I like the color and
Sakai.
everything, but you talked about them before, and
Yeah.
like I said, it just wore off a little bit.
It's getting to be too much. There's also Sakai undercover
Yeah.
waffles. I didn't even know about that until like a week ago.
There's some undercover waffles that are actually pretty cool. They look like Batman sneakers.
Yeah.
I like those. I was gonna get them, and I was like, but I was like, and I was like, I'm gonna get them, and then I was like, well, let me see if the price drops, because nobody was buying them for a while, and I was like, let me see if the price drops. Price drops, and they all sell out. So other people were waiting for the price drop. It went from like 160 to 100, and everybody was like, oh, I'm buying them now.
Interesting.
Yeah, but anyway.
Interesting.
And then later, so then I had work, and then later that night I went to a birthday party, and then we went to Shark Bar in Ballpark Village.
Shark Bar?
Yeah, it's like
There's a bar in BPP?
Yeah, BPV.
BPP?
And that was something else. I didn't really remember many people's names, but I had a lot of fun.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, because like everybody was already pretty drunk whenever I got to the party, so
there's like people you didn't know there?
yeah, it was like I'm not even kidding. The person like Matzi was her name, and
Mozzarella.
and it was her birthday, and she was literally the only person I knew there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, okay.
I roll over here.
Yeah. So, it was a lot of fun. It was
Nice.
certainly something.
Did you have any?
I think I had 2 shots, but they were like way far apart, and I had eaten right before, and I made sure to eat. And also the night before I got drunk at the Squeeze concert, so I think my alcohol tolerance was
You just
pretty
gotta
high.
keep it going, Gavin.
Yeah, I got
You
it.
never get a hangover if you're always drunk.
That's why I say.
What I've been saying. Well, Gavin, on Saturday night while you were out partying with your friends,
Yeah.
I was in a movie theater by myself, having the time of my life.
Oh yeah. How was what'd you watch?
I saw producer Jordan Peele's, the director's name is Nia something. I don't know how to pronounce her
Yeah,
last name.
it's like it's like the first black woman
to direct a
top
blockbuster
selling
or
movie or
yeah,
something,
it
like
was
number one
something-
blockbuster
yeah,
movie.
Like first week of or something like that,
Opening
which
weekend.
is awesome.
Yeah.
And
Prescription Diet.
excuse me,
No, go ahead. That's just what's on my screen now.
okay.
Just
Prescription Diet.
Ask your vet about free home delivery. Anyway, go ahead.
So they're gonna prescribe you a diet. I'm gonna prescribe you Weight Watchers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the new Candyman. Came out on Thursday night. Technically Friday was opening day.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball opening day. That's the joke.
What the fuck?
So
That's terrible.
that was pretty good.
What the dog doing?
Gavin, I thought it was a home run.
Baba Booey.
I thought that joke was a home run.
Ha 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 ha.
Strike 3. So, came out on Friday. Really wanted to go see it. I was either debating going to see it at the drive-in, but I didn't feel like driving all the way out there. And it was showing, so they were showing the new one first, because it's always a double feature there. They were showing the new one first, and then second, they were going to show the old one, which I was like, I'd rather see the old one first and then the new one, but I've already seen the old one. I don't feel like I really want to watch it again.
So you paid for 2 and got 1?
Yeah, if you go to the drive-in. So I didn't end up doing that. So I ended up going to AMC, and I was like, I'm just gonna go by myself, because why not? But this is my first time ever going to a movie theater by myself. I've been in the drive-in twice by myself, but I was like, I don't really fucking care. Like, I do not care. I'm not the kind of person who's like,
that was me, especially after like work and stuff like that. I would just I would go eat out at places, just eat by myself.
go to a nice
Yeah, I would.
5-star restaurant.
It would be
Would
like
you go to a sit-down restaurant by yourself?
I would go to like Texas Roadhouse and like eat by myself.
When?
Like after I work at Firebirds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I would go to like Firehouse Subs some days
I've never gone to like a
and just
sit-down restaurant
sit down and
by
eat by
myself.
myself.
Like an Olive Garden.
I ate at IHOP before by myself. I was like, I really need to eat.
I need to try that. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
I'm not in that mode just yet, but I'm
yeah.
sure I
After
will
work,
be.
it's just one of those things where it's like I'm not talking to fucking anybody.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, so I went by myself and I saw it, and it was really good.
Really.
Like I really liked it a lot.
and you would.
And now I want, and now I want to see the original again because it's been like 2 years since I've seen
Yeah.
it.
I mean, that movie. I still think that movie's pretty good.
Have you seen the original?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
it's,
like the
it's
original.
really good.
Yeah.
It was not a. I don't believe it was a hit when it came out.
I just
Like, it
don't think
kinda and like still even to
It's
this
not
day.
really that scary either. It's not like boo
Yeah.
boo hiss. It was just kind of like a thriller.
Yeah, which
It-
I love
yeah.
thrillers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
It
I think
wasn't-
there's like a creepiness to it that
Yeah.
I like.
An aura to it.
Yeah.
And then I think we also watched. I think the day after that we had watched like Silence of the Lambs or something like that.
When
So
was this? How long ago was it when you watched it?
last fall?
Oh, so
Yeah,
it
Pretty recently.
Yeah. So, actually, I think I have it. My TV I have like has free movies on it that it comes out. It's like some app on it, and the original Candyman's on it, so I might watch that.
Yeah.
So, and it like like I was saying, it made me want to watch the old one again, just to like, because they like, not to ruin it or anything, and I won't, but they kind of like go into the backstory of it at the beginning. Well, actually, kind of throughout it. So like, you kind of don't like need to watch the first one or the original to understand it, but it is like a sequel. Like I didn't know if it was going to be a sequel or like a remake because it's just called it's called
Candyman.
the same thing.
Yeah.
So that made me think it was going to be a remake, but it is a sequel.
Yeah.
It's for sure a sequel. Yeah, without ruining anything, I thought it was really good. The cinematography was really cool. Chance the Rapper said it should win cinematography of the year, and I don't agree with that at all. It was really good, but like I didn't like.
I saw.
It wasn't like, oh my god, that was like
revolutionary.
yeah. But like it
Not every
probably
movie has
will
to
win
be,
it
but
because there
yeah.
hasn't been that many movies this year.
Yeah.
So congrats to. This
And I think
DP on
I think
that.
that's just it's starting out the trend of like the remake of old movies.
yeah.
I would imagine a Friday the 13th movie comes out soon, than later.
Yeah,
and like
they'll
a,
probably do that soon. They're doing
Nightmare on Elm
Chucky
Street
again.
Yeah, Chucky
soon.
again. Nightmare on Elm Street probably is gonna get remade soon.
Yep.
And then the new Halloween movie.
Yeah, I'm so
coming out.
excited for that.
I saw
Do
somebody.
you want to go with me to the opening day?
When is it? Because I have.
October 16th. It's Friday.
I should be able to.
Okay.
I don't.
I'll let you know once I know more because
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy tickets and I'm gonna like go to it.
Yeah, that's
and then
fine.
I'm gonna see it at the drive. I'm gonna see it twice.
Yeah,
Cause you could go to the drive-in one with me.
No,
too
I
or
was just
something.
asking because the play that I'm in, I got the lead.
Oh, when is it? Oh yeah, we can talk.
That
we can
one's
talk
on
about that, too.
October 27th, 20th, and 29th.
Oh wow, right before Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I think I hope I'll be free one of those days to go see it. I know October is fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm
27,
free.
28, 29.
I'll probably go on like the 28th because I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, not the
No, I'm
point.
sorry. 28, 29, 30.
28, 29, 30.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I can go 28 or 29, 30. I'm working. So
16th is a Saturday.
Saturdays. Yeah, I think maybe it's the 5th. I felt like it came out on. Okay, yeah, it comes on the 15th. My bad.
Yeah, that's
That
fine.
Friday. So it'll probably be like Thursday night that I bet they have the
Yeah. The
opening
Pre-sale.
day.
Yeah.
Baseball.
big baseball guy.
Big baseball guy over here.
Yeah.
So it was really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would say go see it. Don't listen to anybody saying it wasn't that good. They can fuck right off. Because I think there are some people who are saying it wasn't that
Yeah,
great.
I had heard that it's not great.
really don't know why they're saying that because I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought it had like a deeper meaning to it. Just like, because I think Jordan Peele was involved in it. And not
Yeah.
to say that this director wouldn't
No, I
involve
think
a deeper meaning in it. But
no, I think that's just part of I think Jordan Peele's thing as
Yeah.
a director is a deeper meaning to it, like a deeper thought level to it. But
Mhm.
I just feel like I don't know, I feel like some people might also just discount it because it's like, oh, she got it or she directed it, but Jordan Peele was there, so it
Yeah.
should really be Jordan Peele's movie. And they're like, well, Jordan Peele wasn't the one that directed it, and it wasn't that, or Jordan Peele was the one that directed it and it was not good.
Yeah.
And you know every critic always wants to jump on a hate train before anybody else.
Oh, well, yeah.
I told you he wasn't good.
Yeah.
Okay, go see a movie, go enjoy it.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, seriously, like go to a movie and enjoy it. If I want to go see a movie, I'm gonna go see a movie.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to go with me,
That's
cool.
what I'm going to do.
So
And I'm not going to watch any trailers.
I think I should watch. I should actually, because speaking of trailers, the Spider-Man No Way From Home trailer came out, and after watching the trailer, they spoiled a lot of stuff in it.
Oh, gosh.
Just a lot from the previous movies. So it's like, I should probably watch the other movies now.
Oh.
It gives me incentive to go watch the other
I
movies.
need to see the other. I've heard all the Spider-Man movies are good.
The first one was good.
Those are like the only superhero movies I have an interest to watch. Are like the new Spider-Mans. I don't really. I don't want to watch anything
pretty
else.
damn good. They're pretty good. He plays what's his name?
Tom Holland.
Yeah, Tom Holland plays a great Spider-Man. Like he plays
Well, good for him.
he plays like the teenage Peter Parker, and Tobey Maguire was like a 30-year-old playing a teenage Peter Parker.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Although I've seen I don't know how or why I still follow this page, but I follow like a MCU page. I haven't kept up with MCU in probably like 4 years.
Yeah.
Almost now. Ever since Infinity War, I haven't kept up with.
So
Infinity War and after, I didn't keep up with.
3 years, 2 years, something
Yeah.
like that.
So anyway, they just always leak stuff, and they're like, you know, like all the actors, you know, they're like, oh, Tobey Maguire said this, or you know, because there's supposed to be multiverse and blah blah blah.
Yeah, because their other Spider-Mans are gonna come.
Yeah,
are
it looks
gonna be in this one.
like fun. It's just it spoiled a lot from the previous movies. That it's like, okay, well,
Okay.
all right, well, you didn't have to put that in the trailer. You
Yeah.
wanted to tease people.
Yeah.
Don't know about that.
I don't know.
But I mean, if the whole plot of the movie is dependent on the past one,
Yeah.
okay,
And maybe
understandable.
they're. Yeah, and maybe those teasers usually mean that there's like this thing that they spoiled really isn't that big of a deal, or it has a bigger meaning than what it is usually.
Yeah.
Or they're just trying to like get people hyped about it by showing you these things that they normally wouldn't.
Yeah, and I feel like I think that the second Spider-Man movie is like a bigger deal, other than like what they spoiled in the trailer. Like, I think the repercussions of that is more of the MCU rather than just Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that's the incentive with it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't
So
know.
you got the lead in the play for
Yeah,
this
we're
year.
doing the 39 Steps, which is a comedy based off of Alfred Hitchcock.
Oh, okay. So it's not.
It's not Alfred Hitchcock's 39 Steps. The actual 39 Steps is like, there's a lot of Alfred Hitchcock references in it. There's a North by Northwest reference in it. There's the Rear Window reference.
Oh, so maybe it's like kind of like a mashup of Alfred Hitchcock things into a play.
No, not really.
Okay.
No, it's got its own story, but I don't really know. But it's, I have it in my car. I could go get it, but
No, no. But you got the lead,
yeah,
and your character's name is.
Hannay, Hannay.
Okay, yeah, it says Richard Hannay. Is played by Robert Donat. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
I feel like you're gonna say something, but now I'm just confused.
Yeah, it's a inspired by Alfred Hitchcock, inspired by the 39 Steps, but it's funny. Because the original one isn't that funny.
I'm not laughing. Do you see me laughing? Do you see me laughing?
Well, there's a lot of funny jokes in it. It's got a Monty Python kind of feel to it.
Okay.
So
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it. I will be there. I'll be there every night.
it's a lot of fun.
I'll see every show.
I'm really
I said
excited
I'll
for
see
it.
every show.
Okay, sounds good.
I'll be there every night
All right.
with
yeah.
flowers
I can't
ready to
wait.
fucking greet you.
Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden,
What's up again?
Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden, Joe Biden.
Jiden. Gavin Donda came out.
Joe Biden.
Okay.
Do it again.
Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden.
Gavin, did you listen to Donda? It came out yesterday.
No.
I did. I listened to the whole thing. Not even joking.
I listened to Jail.
Which is great. Jail's great. Jail Part 2 is the same thing, just different verse. What else is good on it? Because I don't really remember. I only listened to one time through, and I was like, this is fun. I enjoyed it.
Was it
I
worth
cannot
re-listening
stand-
parties?
I don't know. I didn't watch any of them, so
Well, that's what I mean. Do you think that this hype was worth it?
no. It sounds like it was recorded like in the span of a week. But it's good. It's just like, it just sounds like it was just like, hey, let's make this album. We got a week in a studio.
Who
Let's
was the guy
record
that tweeted out like I'm not on Donda? And then he's like,
shit.
they're like, oh, you weren't Donda the whole time. And he's like, no, I didn't. Whenever I tweeted that, now I am.
Oh, Kid Cudi, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's not even, I don't know. He said he wasn't on it, and then he was on it, but he's not on it.
So tell me.
How old are you?
Yeah.
So, and I'm not, let's get this straight. I'm not a Kanye person. I think we all know that by my music suggestions every week. Not much of a hip hop rap guy. I'm not a Kanye daddy. I don't have any Yeezys anymore. Well, that's actually untrue. I do have a pair of Yeezy boots.
No, you do.
Chelsea boots. So I'm not a Ye head, Kanye, Creamer. I'm not a West World.
West Head.
Not a West head. But
I'm not an East Head.
I listen to his new albums when they come out. Well, that's actually also untrue because I didn't listen to the last two.
Jesus is King.
Last
Yay.
three, excuse me. Well, and then Kids See Ghosts I didn't listen to.
That was a different. That wasn't Kanye. That was a project. It was him and Kid Cudi.
King Kanye. The last one I listened to was Life of Pablo.
In 2016.
Yeah, and I like that. I like that album a lot
honestly,
when it came out.
I would argue that was probably his last big project.
Yeah, probably.
Like
Even that one took forever to fucking come out though.
yeah, I do remember that.
Jeez Louise. But this album's good. Seems like maybe a little bit of departure from his gospel garbage. It's still gospel.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Don't get me wrong.
I was about to say like I think the second half of the album. I
Yeah.
listened to about like the first half of the album,
Yeah.
and then
That's all
it
you
got
really
to
need.
then I got to the second half. I'm like, oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
I think the theme is
yeah.
that like he was a sinner, now he's saved. That's like the theme with it.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know.
I saw a TikTok
It
about
wasn't
it, and
bad.
I would imagine that that's where it goes. But I'm not. It's
as
okay.
far as that goes,
I
let me
think it
listen to it. Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll listen to it again.
I might listen to Jail again.
And I like that. I don't remember which songs these guys are on, but Conway the Machine is on a song, and
really?
West Side Gun is on a song,
Oh, okay,
and
cool.
they might be on the same song. I don't know that for sure, but I like both those guys a lot, and I like what they do. Sorry, I have a rat running around. It's the people upstairs. Speaking of which, let's just depart from Donda because who fucking cares? Earlier today, I was taking and I got done, and I had my AirPods in, listening to a podcast like I do, and duty fart, and I got done wiping her up. I got done wiping her on up, and I heard what sounded to me like gunshots coming from like upstairs. And I was like, and I immediately took out my headphones. I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I didn't hear anything. I heard talking upstairs. And I was like, let me just listen. And so I started hearing it again. It's like, it like started out as like, and then it got really fucking loud. So I guess somebody was like doing construction upstairs or next door or something. But it sounded like they were like breaking through a wall. It was so loud. And it was just weird. I thought I was gunshots. I thought it was, but it wasn't. I was wrong.
Yeah.
There was gonna be something for me to tell on the podcast, but no, it was just loud banging. Loud, very loud banging.
My bathroom that I use
I'm a brag.
doesn't have a fan. So I hear the people right above me like very clearly.
Why does it not have a fan? There's a shower in there, right?
Yeah, there's no fan in there.
So just you get a steamer in, you get her steaming up in there.
Yeah. But I don't really like my showers like steamy hot. Like
Ooh.
I really just don't. It's not my
Because
favorite.
you got pale skin.
I got paper thin skin, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sound of me just pulling on Gavin's
Yeah.
skin rips apart.
And it has no elastic to it. But
No.
whenever they cook something too, and they cook a lot. I mean, good for them that they know
Props
how
to
to cook.
them.
I don't.
Shout out one time.
Yeah. And
Oh, you don't?
no,
really?
I don't. Yeah. No, I don't cook.
Didn't know that.
One time I did make a sandwich though.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I think last night they must have made something like heavy steak because it smelled like a bar in my bathroom.
Foot thick steak.
Yes, it sounded like somebody smelled like that whenever
sounded like it.
it smelled like that whenever I got home from work last night. I was
Really?
like, yeah, it smelled like straight up steak.
Yeah, I don't have any like smelly plugins, which I'm probably gonna invest
Yeah,
in
I
some
think
now.
I'm gonna have to do that for my bathroom.
Yeah, because I come in here and like every time I'm like, all right, what does it smell like today? And it's always something different. One time it like would not stop smelling like hot dogs in my apartment. Like would not stop it. And then like every once in a while, that bathroom, the guest bathroom, just reeks of weed. Like reeks of it.
Well,
It's just like
the
every once
fans
in a
gotta
while.
go somewhere.
Yeah. That's just like so at my brother's old apartment in Kansas City, he lived in like an old building, and in his bathroom there was a fan. He did have a fan, but the fan was like super small and it sucked. And he's like, I literally think the fan just like goes to the wall. Like he's like, I don't think there's any ventilation. It's just like goes right into the wall because it was horrible. But that's just what it made me think of because you're like, the fan has to go somewhere.
Yeah,
So-
I think the other night they had made some kind of taco or like chicken taco, and it smelled like chicken in my bathroom, like chicken noodle soup.
Nice.
And I was like,
It's not a bad smell. You go in there to eat. No, but you're right though, because I was in my bathroom taking the other day, and my bathroom smelled too much like food, and I was like, this is gross. That sounded like someone in my place.
yeah, that's why I keep looking over.
Well, the other sounds I know were coming from upstairs, but that one sounded like it was in my apartment. I'm not gonna check on it.
We have the on-air sign, okay?
Hey, you guys take whatever you want, okay? They can have whatever they want. I don't care. Take it. I don't care. Take the whole apartment.
If you guys come to,
You can have whatever you want.
you can have whatever you want.
Just take it.
Yeah, just take it from this address.
Be one less bill I'd have to fucking pay.
Exactly. Like,
Am I right?
let me just say it one more time for the audience. All right.
Someone coming in right now.
Yeah.
Well, so your bathroom smells like chicken.
All the time.
You got somewhere to be?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Gavin, let's get to it. Let's stop beating around the bush. What article did you send me last night?
Jeff
Had to do a
Bezos.
space flight. Excuse me.
So I sent Carson a tweet last night. That's pretty funny. Space exploration.
Exploration.
Space exploration temporarily on hold thanks to a lawsuit and PDFs. This is from Mashable.com.
And so what does that mean? What does that mean?
America's next trip to the moon may subtly be delayed a bit thanks to PDFs. A U.S. federal judge has granted the Department of Justice a week-long extension in its lawsuit with Jeff Bezos' space company Blue Origin. The reason, large PDF files. According to the Department of Justice, there is more than 7 gigabytes of data related to the case. However, the U.S. Court of Federal Claims' online system allows for only files of up to 50 megabytes in size to be uploaded.
Which I think is just the best part of
This
it.
all amounts to several hundred PDFs, including other file formats that would be converted to PDFs. So, the Department of Justice sought to convert multiple separate documents into individual PDF batches, but explained that those larger files could cause the upload system to crash. Quote, "We have tried several ways to create 50 megabyte files for more efficient filing, all without success thus far. And so instead of using the online file system, the U.S. government will transfer the documents for the case to DVDs."
Yes, they will. DVDs, folks.
And the reason why I say Jeffrey Bezos is because he's the one who is a Blue Origin guy.
Yeah. And so
that's his space company.
my first thought is I'm picturing a bunch of DVDs, whole stack, like a whole. No. Now what I'm picturing is they have one of those like zip up little like folding out
cases?
CD cases, and they all are like, Jeff Bezos V1, and it has like a bunch of hearts on it, and then it's like it's a mixtape thing that they like cleaned off. They try to clean it off, but there's still some hearts that are showing through.
Yeah, they mix for Jeffrey.
Why can't they upload files bigger than 50 megabytes? What the fuck is that? What does that even mean?
That's because
what does that mean?
The government
doesn't know anything about
computers.
Here's
that, and
so they make it DVDs.
That's a smart idea.
I just don't understand.
Just put on a USB.
Well, that's what I'm confused about. What do you mean it can't upload 50 meg? What? Why?
The way that they have it filed. If Jeffrey Bezos wants to file his court claims, he's gonna have to upload it to the claims department.
My hope is that
which, to be honest with you, sounds like hell. I mean, I don't think anybody needs to deal with that. But
no. My hope is that he's like sabotaging it by like he's just gonna keep making the files really, really big.
He might.
And if they try and shrink them down, they're just gonna like
corrupt.
Corrupt. They're not gonna be like. You're not going to be able to read them because the ratios are going to be all off.
Yeah.
So that's my hope. If there's one thing I can hope for.
It's just pixelated words.
If there's one thing I can hope for Jeffrey, it's that. Because I can't hope much more for him. I ain't got much hope left. But yeah, I thought that was absolutely insane in the membrane.
That's really stupid, though. On top of that, like the FCC, I'm pretty sure, has like broadband internet can still be like 10 megabits per second.
Yeah.
Which is pathetically slow and like hardly ever usable in today's internet.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be because of something like that they're like that they might just be using like broadband still for.
I'd love to know why they thought DVDs was the best option.
Because I guess that's the way they gotta file it.
There's just
that's the way they gotta file it.
Other ways.
Is Yoda Jewish? Yes or no?
No. Okay. Are you doing a BuzzFeed article?
No, someone just asked on Twitter.
Gavin, I gotta go blast one out real bad.
Okay.
And I mean a number 1. I don't mean a 3.
Okay.
So do you mind holding down the fort while I go do that? Because my mama, I gotta go real bad.
Okay.
But you gotta talk. You gotta keep this boy afloat. This is our 6 months. This is our 6 months anniversary. Can you hold down the fort for me? I feel like you're letting me suffer here. I don't think you understand that I'm at the breaking point.
Go, buddy.
But you got it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. I'll find something to talk about.
Check this out.
Are you going to go pee or not?
What do you think of this? Well, first of all, what do you think of this?
That's pretty cool. Go pee.
Thanks. I'm going right now. All right, I'll be right back. That's our outro music. We're not ready yet. Ugh.
I'm going to... So, what was another funny thing that we saw? Yeah. Please don't consume ivermectin. That's my information to you. Yeah, this weekend was honestly like a lot of fun, and I probably should have been studying for one of my quizzes tomorrow, but that's okay. We're gonna start feeling the hurricane soon. It's the rain. Wash the rain, wash away all the pain of yesterday.
Sounds like you're leaving him hanging.
No, I was talking a little bit.
But then you went quiet.
No, I was trying to find something else to talk about.
You talk about your pencil.
Oh yeah, I had to go to Walmart today. And
Get
speaking
Apple's
of
pencil.
speaking of this,
Speaking of Walmart,
speaking of Walmart, I could not find the laundry detergent. I couldn't find it. It was just not in any of the the home
it's
aisles.
in the food section.
Yeah, and that was bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Which I mean, considering all the memes and how some other people had some other stores locked up Tide Pods.
Yeah. You're like, is it in the gun cabinet?
Yeah, I'm I was looking in the home aisle, the clothing aisles, the every aisle. I couldn't remember where it was. So then I succumbed to the pressure and I downloaded the Walmart app and looked
You
up
didn't want to
laundry
ask
detergent.
anybody?
No, because I couldn't find anybody. Nobody was
Oh,
walking
that's the
around.
worst.
Yeah, nobody was walking around. I'm I walked around all the back of the store and then up to the front and then back around and went through the aisles and I was like, where is it? It was in the back corner of the food section.
Yep, right by the milk.
Yeah, because my thought was, oh, it's not in the food section. That'd be crazy.
Well, that's yeah. So I've known that for a little while, I guess. But my thing is I didn't know where the hand soap was.
Is that also in those aisles?
Well, that's what I thought, and so I looked all over those aisles. I'm like, where the fuck is the hand soap? And so finally, I did find somebody, and they're like, oh, it's all the way over there in the home section. I'm like, well, why is it like what you're saying? It's it doesn't. Why is it here but not there?
And they also had hangers in 2 different spots. They had it in the home aisle, and then they had it behind the toy aisle.
What the hell? I
don't
know.
know.
That. That's really weird.
In the clearance section, yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
Don't know what that was about.
Creepy. Yeah. No, I agree. It's a weird
Weird little Walmart.
Well, hey, Walmart. Keep Walmart weird.
That's what I always say.
Gavin, I also sent you an article that there was a fake high school
Oh, yeah.
that was crafted. Well, so apparently ESPN streamed, I guess you could say streamed. They broadcasted a high school football game where one of the high schools was the most prestigious high school football team in the country, and the other one was this team that supposedly had a bunch of prospect college football players and all this stuff and all this hoopla. And it turned out that it's not even a real high school. This high school has never existed ever. And all of the students on the team were junior high school or junior college dropouts. And the coach has a warrant out for his arrest. So somehow this guy duped ESPN into letting them play a game on national television.
I mean,
And
can you
there's-
blame him?
And this
He was
was
just really
last
excited.
night that it happened, but they've only played a total of 2 games in the past 3 days.
No, I mean that's
and one of them was
nuts.
broadcasted last night.
No, I
or
thought
yesterday.
it was that they played 2 games in 3 days, which is like
Oh, maybe that's what I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know what it
which
was.
is nuts because like you don't play 2 games in 3 days.
Yeah,
with
but that's what
football.
they did.
That's what they did.
Yeah. So, and they got like obliterated by this team, which I thought it was going to be like they did really good because they had the junior high school dropouts, but
Junior college.
Yeah, junior college, excuse me. But no, they got obliterated and the score was like 58-0. And the announcers were like, "Yeah, they said that these were like they had a bunch of college prospects on their team, but we can't verify any of that." They were literally saying that live on television. And they're also saying like, "I'm starting to get worried for the health and safety of this team." Like literally saying that, which was so funny because it's just like the announcers were getting duped too, and they were like, we don't really know what's going on."
Right.
And the team's name was Bishop Sycamore, which is like, what?
Could be legit. You never know.
Bishop Sycamore, Ohio, and their jersey are just black, and they have like a Spartan helmet as their logo. So, yeah, it was like 58-0 was the score. So that's pretty great that happened, and just you gotta love it. You really got it. You really gotta love it. They'll take anything on ESPN.
I'm sure they actually may have had to verify a couple things. They did it to the somebody else did it to the NRA president to it. That was pretty funny a while ago, or around
Yeah.
May. That was pretty.
Where they had him speak at
empty graduation.
and as a fake college,
Yeah,
and he had no idea.
and
That was pretty
gave
great.
a speech about guns.
Certainly did. What
I'm
a
trying to think
silly moment. What are you trying to think of? Fuck.
Something.
Something
Some
funny.
guy who like was gonna hold a rally or held a rally against vaccines and mask mandates died of COVID-19.
Was it another radio person?
Yeah, it was like
course.
another radio kind of personality guy.
Of course. Sounds about right. Seems to add up. Take your horse pills.
Yeah.
Take your horse medicine. Horse paste. Are you trying to remember his name, or what are you looking constipated for? Nose is itchy.
Yeah, he was an anti-mask organizer. He was 30.
Wow. That's pretty young, huh? Holy
Freedom
cow.
rally.
Ooh, boy. Freedom of... Huh.
Huh.
Would you look at that?
No.
Would you look at the time, Gavin? It's time for... What you listening to? Gavin, what are you listening to this week?
I actually have it ready this week.
Uh-oh, he's got it ready. You know what that means. Why is my volume so low now? Oh, also just really quickly, we have no more troops in Afghanistan as of a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
It's confirmed that we are no longer in Afghanistan. And I just want to say our hearts do go out to the people who have died in Afghanistan, not just the soldiers, but the innocent civilians that were bombed by fucking us
Yeah.
like yesterday.
Yeah, like literally yesterday.
And like 10 people died who were civilians. So our hearts go out to both of those people, or both of those groups, and any, innocent people who have died, not just civilians,
Yeah,
not just soldiers, but
the war machine will continue on, but it's still pretty terrible. I still
Yeah.
think that like the whole situation is
we're
just all
still a
bad.
crock of shit. Nothing's changed.
Only took
4
25
more
years.
years.
Yes.
But
Well,
we're out, Gavin.
We did it.
We're out. Thank God we're out, huh?
Yeah.
And what do we got?
For my music?
No, what do we got for? What did we get for it?
Oh, we got some lower oil prices.
I was at the gas station yesterday. Those oil prices don't look very low. In fact, I think they've gone up quite a few bucks in the past couple of years. What do you got for that? Anyways, what do you listen to this week?
I'm listening to maybe in the summer by Transistor.
Maybe in the summer.
By Transistor, which is a band.
Transistor.
Yeah, that
Sounds like an EDM artist.
they only have 5,000 monthly listeners on Spotify,
Wow.
and they
What would you describe their music as?
they're from Birmingham, Alabama.
The worst place in America.
Yeah.
I hate Alabama. Hate Alabama.
I would describe it as like indie rock.
Okay.
It's mid tempo. Like I know my dad said mid tempo for Squeeze, but this is legitimately mid tempo.
Yeah, that was funny.
That's up tempo. That was pretty up tempo.
I like people who can make fun of their music.
Yeah.
Because he was like, what did he say? Damn it. I can't remember any.
Well, I remember we said that they were the Weezer before Weezer.
Yeah. But he was like, because you were like, oh, I was so surprised that he sounded that good. And your dad said something like, mid-tempo, something about it being mid-tempo and like, pretty much saying something like how all the tempo is just the same of every song.
Yeah. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was right. And that's why I thought it was funny. It's like, he loves his band.
I'm telling you.
Did something fall?
The door opened.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Sucks, so I'm not really that surprised. I probably just didn't close it all the way, I bet. Yeah, sure, buddy. No, I think it just popped open. Because, like, this door is not on its hinges. Oh, yeah. I definitely could have just popped open. Yeah, because it's not even closed all the way. Like, I literally cannot close it all the way. It, like, isn't latching, so.
Well, anyway.
There's a shift in the air pressure.
So I found them. For some reason, Instagram has started promoting me a lot of bands and ads, and it's not been bad music. So I've been like clicking on the ads just to like keep getting more recommendations like that. Because I would rather have those kinds of ads.
You
where
said Instagram?
yeah, I'd rather have like those band ads rather than like
pizza.
yeah, or like food ads. So so
Papa Murphy's.
So I clicked on it, and the song that it gave me was "Silver Lining" by them, which is a single that they have. But then I was like, wait, they have a album out. So I was like, well, I gotta do, because they've only had singles out, really. Yeah, one single, 5 songs.
They're a new band?
Mm-hmm. Single, and then this is their first album.
Nice.
So I listened to it on the way here, and they kind of a Modest Mouse kind of feel to it, where it's like I said, just kind of mid-tempo.
Yeah. More
Softer rock, like soft rock kind of feel to it, and easy to listen to, and it was enjoyable. Nothing was too like out of the blue. I will say that some of it isn't as catchy as I want it to be, but I think that this for their first album, this sounds great.
Yeah.
And definitely took inspiration from other bands, and definitely recommend it just because small band, and I like to hear more from them. And they actually they have a lot of all the singles are all really good.
I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, it's really good.
You said it's called Transistor?
Yeah, their band is Transistor. So
from hell.
yes.
I will definitely be giving that a listen. That sounds like music I would enjoy. I was at the grocery store yesterday, to tangent a little bit, and they were playing like all your type of music. They played like multiple Genesis songs. they were just playing like a whole bunch of shit, and I was like, oh, that I've heard that song Gavin play or sing or something like that. And it's just
Yeah.
like, man, he should be here right now because this is like all his kind of music.
Yeah, that
It was super weird.
Whenever I went shopping for a white coat,
Mm-hmm.
not getting my white coat, but shopping like for my tie and suit.
Wait,
They were playing "Can I Call You Tonight" by Dayglow, which is a really good song, and I'll play it for you after this. But they were playing it at Dillard's, and it was like, what the fuck?
whoa, that's weird.
Yeah, bizarre.
Interesting. But yeah, I just thought I should tell you that. Also, it smelled like gas at Deerberg's yesterday. I don't
I'm
like.
sure-
I hate Deerberg's. I
I'm
don't
sure
like
they figured it
Deerberg's.
out.
I don't know, because there was these two old bats talking about it in the aisle over. They're like, "Do you smell gas? It smells like gas." And they're like, and she was like, "Yeah, it smells like ethanol." And I was like, "Okay, you old broads, what do you know?" And so like I didn't smell it at all. And then so I go down that aisle, and as soon as I hit like the middle of the aisle, I was like, "Oh yeah, it smells like methane." I'm like, "It smells like farts." It just smelled like farts, like really strong.
Sulfur.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sulfur deposit.
Sulfur. So for me and you, it would be cheap. So for
You okay?
yeah. And yeah, smell like gas. So Gavin, this week, and I hate to do this again, but I'm gonna do it because I can. But I am recommending a band. Not just a song, not just an album. I'm recommending a band. Again. Second time I've done it, I said I wouldn't do it, and I did it twice. Because I make the fucking rules.
Okay.
And that is a band, and I got you beat on subscriber count because they only have 1,000 subscribers. On YouTube Music, of course, so it's probably more somewhere else. But they are a band called Incendiary. They are a hardcore band from the East Coast, from like the mid 2000s. Yes. Oh, they have a lot more on there. 84,000. Holy shrimp. So, where was I going with that? Yeah. So they're from like the mid to late 2010s. Well, they're from like the 2010s, and they don't have anything that's came out after 2017, but they're still touring. So I don't really know why there hasn't been any more music released by them. But
Just haven't been in the stew.
I haven't been in the Stu studio.
Mm-hmm.
But their music is just, it's amazing. And that's why I'm recommending the whole band, because I haven't been listening to anything specifically. I've just been listening mostly to their last two albums from 2017 and 2013. I haven't really delved into anything later than 2013 that they've done. Well,
how'd
I had
you-
some by 2012.
So how'd you hear about him?
I was listening to all these other things are EPs. Oh no, they do have an album from 2009. I was listening to another band that I was gonna recommend up until I found out about them. Harm's Way. I was listening to an album they put out in 2011, and you hear all those creaks. It's so loud up there. They're probably what popped the door open. So I was listening to that, and then the album finished up, and then one of Incendiary songs playing, and it was really good. And so I went and listened to a bunch of their shit, and I still am. And it's just really good, heavy hardcore. It's not like screamo, even though it's a word we don't use anymore.
An
It's
obsolete
more like
term.
it's like stuff that you would be able to tolerate. And the lead singer sounds a lot like Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine.
Really?
So I actually think you would enjoy it. It's still not your cup of tea because it's still probably a little too heavy for your taste.
You can always try it.
But it's really good. Like, it's just fucking like, it just like makes me angry. It makes me want to kill.
Do
No, it's
they
really
do they
fucking
like
good, though.
do they like talk about, or do they sing about the man and all that?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Like this
Are
album.
they dragging a cord upstairs? Jesus Christ.
Nope, they're just walking around, Gavin. I do apologize. I usually have my headphones in, so I don't really hear them. Yeah, like one of my favorite albums by them from 2013 is called Cost of Living. But yeah, they talk about like, racial issues, even though everyone in the band's white, but respect to them for doing that. I just find that kind of funny. Yeah, they just talk about like racial issues and like police brutality. Like there's a song on Cost of Living where it starts out with like this news feed about this person getting like beat in the head with a flashlight by a police officer until he died. So it's a lot of stuff like that. Yeah, it's talk about the band because that's what hardcore is. It's like, some of it's straight edge hardcore, vegan hardcore, which is a thing. No, I don't think they're vegan hardcore, but
I think I know what you mean, but
there's hardcore bands that are called straight edge, and they're vegan. They don't drink. They don't do drugs because they're straight edge. So
good for them.
I always just find it funny. So, yeah, it's just a fucking great band, and songs I would recommend by them are, for sure, my favorite song of all time by them is The Power Process. It's just a really good song, and it's just got some really good hits in it. There's a part where he goes, ugh! And then, yeah, but it's more like, ugh! Like he's like gonna vomit. And it's just like, and then it like hits after that, and it's just like, it always gets my ticker going. So I'd recommend that song, and I'd recommend Still Burning by them.
Right.
But give it a listen if you like.
Well, I'll listen to him on the way home.
If you like banging your darn head. And that's probably just about it for our 6 month mark. And we're halfway to a year, folks. We're halfway to a 1-year celebration. Gavin, your birthday's in November, right? Okay, I always forget. I'm planning things out for your birthday. I got some ideas. I got some more ideas today. That's what made me ask. What did I do? Oh no. Well, everybody, we do appreciate you joining us for another week on our show. Something we love doing. Something we're going to keep doing.
We just appreciate the continued support over these past 6 months.
Over these past 6 months or so.
Thank you for all the Gav heads out there and all the Carson
Boys.
lovers.
I call them my Carson boys.
And the Gav heads.
Little tickers.
Yeah, your little tickers.
Nope. Little ticker boys. Little boy tickers.
Uh-huh. So
I want to thank all of them for 6 months of laughs, gaffes, and misinformation. Just kidding. There's no misinformation that you know of.
all right. Have a good night.
Goodbye, bye. Goodbye, bye.